What you want me to be. Church say amen.
Amen.
I am excited this morning.
All right, Brother Kilgo.
I woke up early this morning. And I began to weep a little bit because I was wondering, I said, God, you're going to have to get me through this thing this morning. You got to get me through it, Lord, without crying and just being sad and happy at the same time.
All right.
But it's just he just been so good to me.
Yes.
Some of y'all know what I mean. Yes. Sometimes you don't have the words to say because it's just that good. And before I get into it, I just got some good news. I'm glad to see the church body, man. It just seems like it's just been so long, but God gave me something, and I wanted to. For the last couple of years, I've been wanting manifestations. Getting tired of hearing people talk. Yes. And I said, God, I need to see you. I'm ready to see what we've been praying for. I'm ready to see healing. I'm ready to see miracles that man can't take responsibility for or the credit. I'm ready to see this, God. My mama knows it because I sit and have a conversation with her about manifestations. And I said, we talk about it all the time. But it's time to be about it.
Amen.
And I'm going to tell you what happened to me real quick, and I'll get into the message, but I went to work, and I shared this, and I shared with some of the family members. I went to work, and we were shut down at the job, and I had one of the supervisors, big engineer dude. If you look at it, you would never know that how he is and how he feels about God. That joker called me up and said, Jerome, are you busy? I said, yeah, I'm kind of busy. He said, well, I need you to come down to my office for a second. I'm like, all right, is everything all right? He said, yeah, just hurry up and get on down here. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So I went down to Ron Day, I'm going to call his name now, Ron Day. I went down to his office, and he sat there, he was all just standing there. I'm like, man, what's wrong? Is everything okay? He said, yeah, I got something for you. I said, what you got for me, man? He said, I went down and I seen this thing on YouTube, and you know how I am skeptical about the prayer cloths. And when people say, come out and get this thing and do this, skeptical about it. He said, but I got something to tell you. I said, what is it, man? He said, I went down there. He said, this man said that this Bible was producing oil. Oil is coming out of the Bible.
Yes. All right.
Y'all may have seen that before. I ain't never seen it. Oil was coming out of the Bible. Oil coming out of the Bible. All right, I was skeptical. No, man, what's wrong with you? Come and see it. So I'm like, okay, man. So they put the Bible in this plastic container like you get at Walmart. And it's this little tub, and then let's let it sit there for a little bit. And the oil. Come on, son. What?
Amen.
Y'all ain't hear me.
Amen.
Too much.
The oil coming out of this bottle, right? I still ain't. That's just trickery. Something going on. Come on, man. Oil out of the Bible. Come on, man. So he said, Jerome, I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, because guess what? What? I got something right here in my pocket. I brought something back. They're giving it away. They're giving it away. I said, man, that's it? He said, that's it? I said, that's it right there in your pocket. He said, that's it? I said, man, put something in my hand right there. Put something in there. So that joker, God is my witness. That joker stuck his hand in that oil, right? And he began to pray. Oh, Ron Day got to praying. And then he stuck his finger in the palm of my hand, and the Holy Ghost, ran through my body. I'm talking about from the crown of my head down to the soul. Ron got to running in the office, right? I couldn't believe what was just going on. I could believe it, but it's impossible. No man can take credit for this. And you ain't going to make me believe something that I don't feel. Man, come on, somebody. Right here.
All right, brother.
Right here. All coming from the Bible. I guess you got to see it. See, sometimes you got to be like Thomas sometimes. I got to see it, Lord, to believe it. And I guess this crowd right here may need to see it. But I'll tell you right now, man, I'm kind of fired up this morning, man. They say the guy that tore the church up last night, but that's how I feel right now. I feel like y'all don't understand. But the oil, the manifestations of God have been revealing themselves. And I've been seeing things. A lady got run over in a beauty salon by a vehicle doing hair. And then all of a sudden, the car ran over them, tracks over their body. You know, they under the vehicle. The car's towed up and the front end's laying down on the body. And then all of a sudden, they take the jaws of like where, however they lifted the vehicle above her. And then next thing, guess what? No broken bones. Just a few scratches and scrapes. How a car run through a building, run over you underneath the vehicle, and you just got a few scratches. Come on, somebody. Listen, today is restoration day, buddy. I'm going to tell you right now. Get run over. All right, I ain't done with that. I'm glad. Let me go on about that oil right quick. When he put that oil in my hand, I just want to let y'all know, because Dalton, Georgia has it. That's not too far. You know, when you heard about Jesus in the Bible, they said Jesus is going to be over in Galilee. Hey, let's get our stuff together and go over here because there's a healing taking place over in Galilee. Hey, Jesus is over in Jerusalem. Hey, there's a healing going on over in Jerusalem. Get our gear up, get our grip, and let's go.
Yes.
You hear something that God is doing.
That's right.
You need to go.
Yes.
See about it.
Yes.
And listen, and just like Jesus when he was healing folk, man, he said, thy faith has made you well. You know, you can't go with negative expectations. You got to go knowing that God is in all of this. And when you go with expectations, you're going to get what you went for. It's like when you come in this place, you come in this sanctuary. You come in sometimes, we all done, we come in, we down, we got beat up all week. You know, by just spiritually beat up. All week. You know, sometimes we got out of character, but we come in and we drag it. If you would just praise God. Listen, in your sorrow, when you're feeling bad, when people done cussed you out, if you would just praise God. I mean, just forget about yourself for a little bit and praise God. I'm going to tell you right now, I experienced it. How do I know? Because I'm a witness. I am a witness. I didn't care if nobody sang with me. I sang down there in that pew and I sang an old song that moved me. I figured this thing out. I ain't coming for nobody in this place. I'm coming for me. I'm coming to be an asset to God. Speaking of being an asset, we got this thing wrong, man. We call ourselves religious and we call ourselves Christian. But Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a lifestyle. It's what you do. You love that song, ain't? This is what I do. It's a lifestyle. Christianity is not a religion. See, because we pick religion up and we set it down when we get ready. We set it down when we get ready. Hey, man, this is not the time. Jerome, this is not the time. This is time for me to cuss them out. I'm going to set that religion down and I'm going to cuss them out. But see, if it's a lifestyle, that's what you do. You get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you comb your hair, you take a shower. I mean, that's what you do. You know, you got to be on time at your job. That's what you do. You know, you eat certain foods that you really like. That's what you do. That's a lifestyle. Christianity, Christ-like, that's what you do. If you love. I mean, if you love God, nobody got to pump you up. Because if you can look back over your own life. If you just, listen, I'm 47 now, man. And I'm looking back over my life and I said, God almighty Jesus. How am I here today? Lord God, how am I here today? In my own way of thinking, it's impossible for me to be here today. I'm going to tell you like this too. I was wanting to get into this thing. I've been thinking about it. I didn't know how I wanted to present it. Been talking to God about it. And God said, let's do it. So before I get into that, I just want to let y'all know, we as believers, we've been looking at a manifestation for a long time. Huh? I mean, we right before your own very eyes. Huh? We've seen a manifestation like for years and years and years and years, and we take it for granted. Huh? We take the manifestation of God for granted. Why? Because maybe it's supposed to happen, or it's sister so-and-so, or it's brother so-and-so. Oh, it's supposed to happen. Listen, my auntie got her neck broke. The overseer. Everybody I know got their neck broke is dead. My auntie has been fighting with her own immune system since I can remember. Doctor said you've been dead 20-some years ago. Supposed to be dead. Supposed to be dead. I went down to Auntie's house and we sitting there and I'm looking at her face, right? We talking, but I'm looking at her. But we talking, but I'm looking at her. but we talking, but I'm looking at her. But we talking, but I'm looking at her. And I'm just, and my spirit's like, good God Almighty. Huh? Because listen, man, I look and I said, hey, Chubby, when are you going to put your sword down? When are you going to take the helmet off your head? When are you going to set the breastplate down? When are you going to take off your shoes? When are you going to take that belt and readiness off? When are you going to relax and tell me? When are you going to stop fighting? Now what? I'm talking about a soldier in the army of the Lord. Hey, man, I've seen soldiers. I've seen them. Some of them ran back. Some of them get injured a little bit, they done. I've seen people get a nail print in their hand and they like, I'm done. I need disability. But when you see a soldier on the battlefield, they get cut down, beat down, talked about, mistreated. You look at them and they come off the battlefield and the shield is all dented in, the hammer is all crooked, the sword has got all kind of nicks in it. You know, they sweating, they look bad, and they just kind of get off the battlefield. This is, I don't know, by the grace of God. And then you look at them again, they all got punching up that quick. Man, where you going? I'm going back. This ain't nothing that you put your hands on. This is prayer and supplication. This is fasting and prayer. I want to talk about this morning being in that battle. I want to talk each and every person. I know you got your own issues that you have to deal with. Between you and God. You got your own stuff you need to deal with, and I understand. I do understand. That's why we're talking this morning about spiritual exhaustion. Spiritual exhaustion. I mean, I know you get tired. I know you get, maybe not so much to young people, not so much in your body, but mentally, you have no idea. We get tired sometimes. Saints of God been taking a beating. But I'll tell you right now, that woman on that battlefield, when they get beat down like that, and they bleeding all out profusely, that's when they need somebody. Huh? I'm going to get into this in a minute. That's when they need somebody. That's a soldier too. Not no imposter, but a real soldier. They got some supplies and some medicine to get them back in the battle. Spiritual exhaustion, I'm going to talk about. Let me give you this introductory before we go to the word. It's amazing what that human body can take. That's a manifestation all alone by itself. Every time you get sick, you ain't died. You're still here. Because the body was prepared to fight it off. I want y'all to listen to this. Exhaustion. It means that our vital energies are completely worn out and spent. Completely exhausted. Completely worn out and spent. Spiritual exhaustion is never the result of sin, but of service. Because you're working yourself daily with people they're supposed to be saved. They're supposed to have armor too. They're supposed to be fighting alongside of you. But you're so spiritually spent because you're giving your own soldiers medicine. I mean, they can't even fight because of you. You got soldiers on the battlefield that need to go do their fight. They need to fight, but they got to look at you and guess what? I got to come back and see about my brother and sister, but well, it's 2 or 3 guys in the midst. And we could put 10,000 to fight. We had 2, but now we got 1. Brother, I'm helping you now. been in this thing for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. There ain't no excuse for nobody to be unequipped. No, I get in arguments with my friends all the time because they want to give excuses all the time. I'm a babe in Christ. How long have you been saved? 20 years? 20 years? Boy, you're supposed to be done retired. 20 years? You just get started? 20 years in the congregation in the church, and he's a babe in Christ. And you got to speak to them like they're babes in Christ too. See, because church folk get mad at you. You can't be honest with them. You got to lie to them all the time. You can't be honest with them. They get mad with you. You've been in church for 40, 50 years and you a babe in Christ, you still on milk. You still ain't on no teeth. You can't chew. You can't swallow. You might as well be on life support. You might as well. Because guess what? You're in the way. We're trying to fight. If you sick, go to the infirmary. We got to fight. You got to get out of the way. You're in the way. I'm running 20 miles an hour. You're running 2. Get out of my way. There's some people trying to get to God right now. And guess what? There's a lot of stumbling blocks along the way. Get out of my way. Move! I'm tripping over you. I'm trying to get to God. I'm tripping over you. Listen, whether or not you experience exhaustion will depend on where you get your supplies. You're going to get exhausted. But you better have a source. Jesus said to Peter, feed my sheep. But he gave him nothing to feed them with. Physically. The process of being made broken and poured out wine means that you have to be the nourishment for the other people's soul until they learn to feed on God themselves. See, that's what happens in the battle, right? They can't help themselves, so guess what? I gotta help them spend all my time with this individual because they can't go by themselves. They're doomed if I leave. But at the same time, when I give them all I got, now I need to be replenished. I see this all the time, man. People are pouring out their guts, everything in their spirit, everything in their soul to people to the point of they passing out. I see their children pass out 100,000 times on this floor right here. A whole lot of times. When they just give out, and then they got to get somebody to come and pray. Lay hands on them. They done gave out everything they got. And I guess what? That ain't enough. To some of the saints, that ain't enough. You give them God. God is more than enough. But you give them God, that ain't enough to some people. That ain't enough. They must be drained completely. That servant's going to be drained completely to the very last drop. Right? They can't move. They can't hold themselves up. They depleted. They need some electrolytes. But be careful to replenish your supply, or you will quickly be utterly exhausted. Until others learn to draw on the life of the Lord of Jesus Christ directly, they will have to draw on His life through you. They got to draw on the Lord through you. See, they can't draw on by themselves. See, they've been in church 20, 30 years. They're still not drawing on God. They got to still continue to draw on you. Still drawing on. Vampires, man. Sucking the life out of them. That's right. And listen, I'll turn it into finance. I gave you my very last dollar. That still ain't enough for you. I told you, brother, I'm broke. That's all I got. Man, you sure that? I mean, can't take a loan out of something. You know my credit's bad. That's still not enough. It's not enough. It's still not enough. Deliver yourself. Listen to this. Because you got to do some stuff on your own. Come on, man. You're a soldier. You got the orders. You know, God ain't going to give you orders and say, okay, I'm giving you orders, but let me go do it. I gave you the orders. Let's go do it. You need to do something too. Faith without works is dead. You got to do something too. Deliver yourself over to exhaustion because of the way you have been serving God. And I'm not going to be upset by giving you all my supplies or all my spirit. I'm not going to be upset about that, but I'm going to need to be replenished. That's what I do. That's our job is to give ourselves. To give ourselves. Not give yourself and then go talk about it. Nobody heard that. Ain't nobody. They got 3 claps over here. 3 claps. You give your whole self to somebody and then they go talk about you. Oh, they talk about you. Yeah. I have used this when I had a good girl. Between you and God. Examine your reasons for the service. Examine yourself. Examine the reasons for your service, man. But who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for you? For somebody to say, oh, they this and they that. Or are you doing it for God? See, because when you do it for God, I don't need nothing back from you. I mean, and I know several people in this place, the same issue. I got money out, people owe me, but they gave me my money back, I'll be out for about a year. And they said, I just want to borrow this $200-300, I'll give it back to you. I ain't never asked for it back. But that's all right. Because guess what? When I gave, God continued to bless me. Bless me. Is your source based on your own understanding, or is it grounded on the redemption of Jesus Christ? Continue to look back to the foundations of your love and affection and remember where your source of power lies. In other words, you was made for this journey. You was made to get exhausted. You was made to get tired. We come in here, I see it. We come in here tired, but guess what? The joy of the Lord is my strength. Okay, oh, wait a minute. You saying it? We say it. The joy of the Lord is my strength. I can't do it right now. I can go over and sit down. The joy of the Lord is my strength, but let me sit down. See, you got to be very careful what you say out of your mouth. And let me tell you why. I experienced this too. I'm a witness to whispering things in the fabric of this universe. But don't you know a whisper is still radiating God still hears it? I know, guess who else hears that whisper too? Guess who else hears the whisper and he's standing before the Father accusing you daily? Satan. He hears what you say, that you can't do, what you won't do. He hears it. And guess what he puts before you? All of that. And sometimes he'll trick it up a little bit, and you think it's a blessing, but it's a trick in disguise. Because he knows we want money. We want money. We want the money. We want it. But then when you get it, you're way worse than you was when you didn't have it. That's why we're not rich. That's why we're not wealthy. Because God always gave you wealth. He always seen you look down the line and see where you went to. We can ask for stuff from God already sees it. John, if I give you $10 million right now, you serve me, you singing for me, you preaching for me, give you 5 years, man, you're going to be up there doing all kind of wicketry in Las Vegas somewhere. I done seen it. God done seen it. That's why it's good to just say, God, hey, I'd like to be comfortable just in you, God, because I know if I'm comfortable in you, you're going to supply all my needs. You're going to give me everything I need. Now people out here saying, man, we ain't come down here all this this whole lifetime and not have nothing. Man, you got everything. I mean, even if you, I look around, I was like, this, you don't have what? You got a job, you got a nice vehicle, you living, you got a chance. I mean, your kids are great, healthy. But man, I'm making $10 an hour. Some people ain't making nothing. Some people ain't got nothing but just a loin cloth around them. Some people don't know what day it is. I guarantee you people in the hospital stricken with disease will love to be in your place. Oh Lord, I'm so exhausted. He saved and sanctified you to exhaust you. That's Psalms 87. Y'all go look at that if you want to. He saved and sanctified us to exhaust. For us to be exhausted. To be exhausted for God. But remember that He supplies your needs. All my springs are in you. All your springs are in God. He equipped you. He made you for you to be exhausted. To be exhausted. Let me tell you something. I read this and this just continued to radiate in my mind. And the song came up with this word. And I'm going to sing it one day, but the word is, if my people call by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and heal the land. That is a mouthful. If. I'm going to tell you what's good in this whole scenario, this whole statement, because God said my people. He said, you know, that's me. That's you. We God's people. And we just humble ourselves. See, I told you I'm going to kick rocks on that. Because it's hard being raised up a certain way to be first, to be rough, to do all the things that you're trying to be. You're just trying to be that dude, right? And then all of a sudden say, humble yourself. See, that's something I had to pray with God. God, I need you. But I look at other men like Brother Lionel, I'm calling his name now. I look at Brother Lionel and say, man, I'd like to have what he's got. And let me tell you, that's going to come to pass because I said when I was a kid, I want what Red Boy got. I said, I want it. Because the man's up here shouting, dancing, everybody else is looking at him, he's getting it in, and they wonder why he's being blessed. So powerful, I'm like, I want what he got. And I just kept saying, I want what he got. I want some of that right there. He's not afraid. He don't care what people think. Now, I want what Brother Lionel got. I want it. To be humble, man. Listen, I was at work. And y'all, a lot of people know me. A lot of my family's here. Y'all know me. I was at work. And you get to a point where people get on your nerves so bad. They're exhausting you, right? Exhausting you. Spiritually, mentally, physically. You've been exhausted. And you just want to turn around and say something to them. It ain't going to be a God. It's going to be some other stuff. But the Spirit of God has to go on you. It's got to hold on to you because you're about to explode. And I need what Brother Lionel got. I need that. Because, man, I just started understanding my people. My wife will tell you, too. She went to dinner with me the other night. Them people ain't never heard me say nothing out of the way. I've been there for 5 years. Never heard. But they do come and ask me for prayer. And that makes me feel good. Lets me know I'm trying to do something right in the outside of God. But sometimes I know you get there. The Bible said a righteous man. That's somebody in right standing. That's somebody morally sound. A righteous man. Fall 7 times. But he gets up. He'll fall 7 times, but he gets up. But the only sad thing about the righteous man, when he falls, he can't let nobody see him. Righteous woman, you too. You ain't exempt. Righteous woman, you can't let nobody see you fall. Especially a religious person. A religious person. Not Christ-like. Not the lifestyle. But the religious. The ones in the way. The stumbling blocks. You can't let them see you because they ain't going to help you. I was talking about that soldier on the battlefield. You got some help. They ain't going to help you. But they are going to talk about you. And they'll probably be on Facebook. Instagram, Snapchat. All your business. So guess what? You might as well go ahead and confess it because they done told you. Confess it, they done told it. That's why I say that's the time we live in today. I know God, I sit there and I pray, I said, God, I know you displeased with us. I know, God. But I said, I don't want no choice no more. I don't want a choice. God, I want to do your will. You gave me the command. God, I want to do what you want me to do, not what I want to do. I mean, give me that. I see, now read. I see, God, you harden Pharaoh's heart. I see, God, you soften this brother's heart. God, I need you to soften my heart. A lot of things I'm not soft in, and I need to be softened. And I love it. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Y'all know about y'all seen the two big old oxen or the big cows out in the field to put the yokes over their neck. You put them out there by itself with a couple of tons of weight, guess what? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard on the oxen when you put him out there with the yoke on his neck by itself, toiling the field. But if you get two oxen, you even a load a little bit. Take a little off his shoulders. You know, it gets to be a little bit better work day. All right, then you get three oxen. Oh, we having a party now. We can do this all day. How long you say we had? 8 hours. We can get this done. Let's talk about it. You get 4 oxen. Oh, come on, somebody. Y'all see what I'm talking about. Get 4 Christians, 4 saints in the midst praising God. The load gets light. The day gets brighter. Water feels good. Talk about Jesus all day long. Guess what? And I talked about him, and he steady blessed me. I don't even know what's coming. His blessings are coming. I'll continue talking about him, and the blessings are coming. Continue talking about it, and the blessings are coming. God said, boy, you had a productive day today. I'm proud of you, son. You're proving to people that you can go all day long and meditate on me. Let me tell you what I did. I solicited a whole lot of my friends. Solicited a whole lot of my friends to come to church. Not just on my day. I'm talking about on every Sunday. Just come on to church, man. Come on. But so many people are exhausted spiritually because they're ones that are exhausted. I said, how are you exhausted and you just a babe in Christ? You ain't even done nothing yet. You ain't even been on no battlefield or nothing. You're still in the world. How you exhausted? You don't want to go to the house of God. What you exhausted from? You know, somebody done made me mad. I ain't gonna do it. God make you mad? Did God make you mad? Are you mad at somebody? Oh, okay, you gonna let somebody keep you from making it to heaven. You gonna let somebody keep you from being blessed. You gonna let somebody not give you, you've been asking for something for years. You gonna let somebody keep you from getting what you want from God. Because see, I gotta get this thing. God is gonna cause somebody to give to you. I don't care if it's a financial building to bank. God gonna call. Wait, I know my credit ain't right. I know my debt ratio ain't right. I'm in trouble, but I need some help. I mean, can you lead me in the right direction? It's gonna take God to say yes. I'm gonna give it to you. I've seen people get blessed on their credit score about a 490. How you Jesus said to his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. But Jesus could not carry his cross far, and neither can you. Jesus fell under the load of the cross, weary and exhausted, and unable to carry it another step. Jesus bear the load of the cross. After he'd been beaten, blood pouring from his body, weak, weary, and he still had to bear this cross. I don't know how much weight, but it must have been a whole lot of weight. Because the man kept trying to get out, and he couldn't do it. Come on, somebody. John said, and he bearing his cross went forth into a place called Golgotha. The Bible doesn't tell us how far Jesus carried the cross. We do know they compelled Simon to pick up the cross and carry it for Jesus and carry it to a place where he was crucified. Come on, somebody. Jesus hit the knee. He couldn't get it on the battlefield.
All right.
Somebody standing right there waiting for him. Named Simon. I told y'all on the battlefield, 2. Jesus did take up his cross, and he was led by his tormentors like a lamb, a sheep, to be slain. But he could not carry it for long. Jesus walked, and he was too weak and too frail to carry the cross, and it was laid on another's shoulders.
Yes.
He reached the end of his endurance. Don't forget that word, endurance. He was physically broken, a wounded man. There is only so much one fleshly person can take. There is a breaking point. I know some of y'all have never experienced it, but I was one way before I went to the military. Bunch of laughter, had a great time, but when I got there, I did not think I could be broken. But they took me down to nothing. There was no more tears on my face because I had been broken so bad. You can't go home, you can't get on the phone and call your mama. Can't get on the phone and call your daddy. Say they breaking me and mistreating me up here, mama. I want to come home. Ain't none of that. See, when you get broken to the breaking point, some of y'all know where I'm about to go. When we get down, where ain't nobody else to call. The breaking point, where you'll do anything. Just let me get a little bit of relief here. I'm totally spent, totally exhausted. I don't have nothing else. What do you want me to do? That's what God's trying to get us. What do you want me to do, Lord? See, we ain't got to go down there. We don't have to go down there and be spent. We can get it like right now in the middle of all that. You ain't down there yet. Serve God. You ain't got to go to that place. You can serve him right now. Right now, you can serve God right now. You don't have to go down in the mountain area. You ain't got to be eating with the pigs. You don't have to do it. But sometimes we don't want to listen to nobody. Mom, you can't tell me nothing. Pastor, you can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm grown. Okay. Really? You grown? My nephew said to me the other night, hey, I'm trying to get trying to get me a car, man. I said, no, you need to be getting you a job. A car with no job means no car anyway. They're going to come get it. Well, got this thing backwards. Job first, then the car. Understand me? Jesus laid, come on, watch this. Jesus laid on those cobblestone streets. They say Via Dolorosa may have been the streets in Jerusalem that Jesus walked on and got to Golgotha. a lifeless man with the cross laying over him like dead weight. They kicked him. They threw rocks at him.
Yes.
They spat on him.
Yes.
Probably some of the same people he healed.
Yeah.
And they tried to prop him up. They tried to force him to take another step. But he just laid there with not enough strength to move an inch. His cross had become too heavy to bear. And this is the path that leads to ultimate victory and maturity.
Yes.
No longer then do we look at our burdens and troubles as accidents and penalties, but as a cross that is offered to teach us submission to God's way of doing things. If you are hurting right now, you are in the process of healing. If you're damned and crushed under the burden of your heavy load, the weight has been lifted as we speak right now. In Jesus' name. On his behalf. Jesus fell under the weight of the cross. He kept trying to get up till the body had no more. He had reached his limit. I thank God for help. He don't reach his limit. He needs some help. Our Savior need a little help. Our overseer need a little help. The pastor need a little help. Steve need a little help. Will need a little help. Thank God for Simon. Thank God for Simon. Jesus knew if I got to just get right there. If I can just get right there, it's going to be all over. But I got to get there. Simon didn't want to do it. Simon, oh man, listen, I ain't in it now. I just named a box. What's going on? I ain't in there. Y'all got me all up in the midst of things. I ain't trying to do all of that. Pick up the cross. And a few steps of Jesus changed his life. Change a few paces. Change a man's life. Change his life. Get ready. God is about to show himself strong on your behalf. You cannot do it by yourself, and God doesn't expect you to. You are at the point of a revelation. At any time now, your Simon will appear. Because God uses people to perform his will. Your Simon is right. Come on, at any time. Come on. Your Simon is going to be right there for the help. For those who love the Lord. Don't you sinners and you people continue walking in error, want to get my blessing. You can't have it. You're not going to get it. For God's people. Thank God for Simon. Thank God for help. It shows us that we too will fall under the weight of our crosses. But we must not give up, but by the grace of God, get up and do work we are called to do till the end. See, that's what I see in my overseer, my auntie. Could have gave up, could have quit. I'm done with it. Y'all got it. I done gave y'all enough for y'all can handle yourselves on out there. You got enough. Can't do it. Sister Sprain, we need, and I know you ain't been here a couple Sundays, but we need you back. We need you. You've been in church for 25 years. Carry on. Carry on. Hey, it's just time to grow up. It's a sad thing that the little baby right there in Susan's arms will raise up and surpass everybody in the church. In her relationship with God. And we still sitting in the same place. Well, they ain't take all that. Still sitting in the same place. Someone is going to be compelled by the Holy Ghost to come into the path of your suffering. Reach out to you and lift and help you get rid of your burdens. To help you bear the cross.
Yes.
The weight is heavy and your endurance has reached its end.
Yes.
God knows, man. God knows what you're going through.
Yes.
He knows that the weight sometimes of the world gets on your shoulders.
Yes.
And it's hard to bear it.
Yes.
But he also said he won't put no more on you than you can bear.
That's right.
So he made you for this.
Yes.
He gave you the equipment for this.
Yes.
But if you ain't applying the equipment, you're going to get crushed. When you get crushed, you're going to cry out, "Sister Sprain, I need your help out there here in Rockwood. Oh, I'm in Kingston, I need somebody. Harriman, I need to come see about it."
Yes.
Ain't you learned how to call on the Lord yourself? This Bible said, don't put your trust in no man, put it in God. But sometimes you got to help them until they can. Jesus said, those that endure, that's that word again, till the end shall be saved. It didn't say endure just for a little bit. Endure them hardships and exhaustion just for a little bit, and then you can do what you want to for 2 or 3 years, and then you can come back to God again. And then you get mad at somebody, then you go endure some. Let's do it for a little while, and then we'll just. And nobody's judging nobody. I mean, just because you ain't in church don't mean you ain't praising God.
Amen. Amen.
Just because you ain't here every Sunday don't mean you ain't praising God. But we think Christians, you know what I'm saying, religious people, they're going to say, you in the world, oh, honey, they ain't been in church in 20 years. Now they're coming back. What's going on?
Yes.
Now your business. That's between them and God. That's what I said the stumbling blocks are. You know, you're trying to get in here, but we got to get them stumbling blocks out there. The middle of the aisle, they can't come to the altar for you. They can't get saved because of you. They can't confess because of you. It is necessary to remain faithful to God to the end. It requires the grace of God. The road won't be easy for us to carry this cross. But God will definitely give us the physical, mental, and emotional grace to carry it to the end.
Yes.
Just like he did Jesus.
Yes.
He put Jesus with everything. And when Jesus was walking, he came to the end till it was over with. He carried it from A to B.
Yes.
That's all God's requirement. Get ready to reach your crisis.
Yes.
Some of us ain't never had no crisis yet.
Yes.
Some of us ain't lived that long.
Yes.
They have no crisis yet. Some of us lived a long time and still ain't had that crisis yet.
Yes.
But maybe that's why we're not that close with God. But I said we ain't got to go there now.
No.
But if you ain't listening, you do it on your own. Lean to your own understanding. Follow your own ways. Direct your own path. Get ready to reach your crisis. Get ready to reach the end of yourself. Be prepared to give up. Be prepared to hit rock bottom. And it's okay to hit rock bottom with Jesus. It's all right to hit rock bottom with Jesus. Because the only way is up. Because at rock bottom, you will be humble. Have you ever seen somebody all holier than thou? Oh, they just so happy. I'm just so blessed. And all of a sudden, they lose everything.
Yeah.
Everything was their God.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
But God knew what it was going to take for me to get their attention. When they lost everything, guess what? Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. They lost everything. We knew it was coming. There it is. Brother, I have my 401k and everything looked to be all right. I had about 500,000 in there, and then something crashed at the, I don't know, I lost all of it. I ain't seen you in 10 years, sister. I'm in a crisis.
Yes.
I need, you know, can y'all think y'all might give me some groceries and pay my light bill or something? People ain't ashamed. They ain't ashamed when they want. But when you have to give, people are ashamed to give. They don't want to give. You gotta have to humble yourself, and you will. God He has to get your attention. And when you ask and depend on Him, He takes your load and gives you rest. And I just want to read this to you real quick. Isaiah 40:21 says, do you not know? Have you not heard? Has it not been told to you from the beginning? Have you not understood since the earth was founded? He sits enthroned above the circle of the earth. And its people are like grasshoppers. Yes. He stretches out the heavens like a canopy and spreads them out like a tent to live in. He brings princes to naught and reduces the rulers of this world to nothing. No sooner than they are planted, no sooner than they're sown, no sooner than they take root in the ground, than He blows on them and they wither. Yes. A whirlwind sweeps them away like shadow. To whom will you compare me? To who is my equal? Says the Holy One. Lift up your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these? Who brings out the starry host one by one and calls forth each other of them by name. Because of His great power and mighty strength, not one of them is missing. Why do you complain, O Jacob? Why do you complain, O Harriman? Why do you complain, O Long County? Why? Come on, somebody. My way is hidden, Lord. My causes, my cross, my issues, my exhaustion has been disregarded, God. Don't you know? Have you not heard? The Lord is everlasting God, the creators of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired and weary like you and me. And His understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary, like your overseer here. He increases the power of the weak. Even youths get tired and grow weary. And young men stumble and fall. Every age is not exempt. But those who hope in the Lord, will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like an eagle. They will run and not get weary. They will walk and not be faint. Come on, somebody. The Lord is our hope. He will renew His strength. And shall be renewing that strength all day. You will soar on wings like an eagle. And they will run and not get weary. And they will walk and not be faint. I've been talking about some exhaustion. But God lets me know I ain't got to be exhausted. And if I am, it's for Him. It's okay to be exhausted. Because if I'm exhausted, it's for Him. But He also lets me know if I want to. Your faith has made you weak. I'm going to end it with this. Jesus heals a man with leprosy. He had a cross. The woman with the issue of blood, she had a cross. The prostitute thrown before Jesus, she had a cross. The disabled man had been disabled for 30 long years, had a cross. The blind man at birth had a cross. The deaf mute at the Decapolis had a cross. The blind man at Bethesda had a cross. The blind man Bartimaeus in Jericho had a cross. The demon-possessed man who came out to meet Jesus had a cross. Lazarus, laying in the grave for 4 days, had a cross. The paralyzed man in Capernaum had a cross. Come on, somebody. These people had their own cross to bear. They was exhausted. And Jesus, somebody say Jesus. Jesus. Hallelujah. That's why when I come in here in this place, I say, let's go ahead and just praise God. Individually, but do it so somebody can be blessed. You ain't by yourself. When you go out as a team, we rile each other up in the middle of the from a mighty long way. Praise will lift you up. Praise will bring you out. Praise will move mountains. Praise will ease your burden. Praise, 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 praise. Your praise are going to get you through. Your praise when you feel it down. Praise. Gotta praise God, man. That is the way. That is the way to salvation. That's the way to your victory. I ain't going into battle without praising God. I'm a dead man. The devil's whooping folk. But he ain't whooping God. Nor is he whooping God's people. They're whooping him. But we need each other. We need each other. I need you, Sister Carol. I need you, Sister Ben. I need you, Sister Trish. I need everybody in this place. It's hard on your own. When you're by yourself, it's hard. But when I got 2 or 3, come on. All I need is Messiah. Come on, all I need is Messiah. All I need is somebody to walk with me for a few paces. That's all I need. We'll praise God, and guess what? We'll put the enemy to flight. It's time out for playing games. Listen, God has equipped us to do whatever we need to do in this home. There ain't no excuses for excuses. There ain't no excuses. Because in a minute, after a while, but in a minute, but after a while, that eastern sky gonna bust open. I'm coming to tell you. The eastern sky is going to bust open. And Jesus, with the heavenly host, is coming for his people. Ain't you happy that you're his people? Ain't you happy that he said, my people, called by my name? He's coming for his people. It'll be up to our thing to get ready. Get yourself ready. Ain't nobody gonna come make you do nothing. And if it ain't in you, you ain't gonna be good at it. You're gonna be in the way. But guess what? Ain't nobody exempt in this world, because God is your Father. You belong to God. So whatever you do, however way you come, come. I've seen crackheads come. Alcoholics come. Rapists, murderers come. It don't matter how you come. Just come. The time y'all see the things of this world going on. Wars and rumors of war. Mothers and fathers not speaking to daughters and sons. Y'all see what's going on. Famine in the land. You eating. Some people ain't eating. Earthquakes. Hurricanes. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all should be happy. Because y'all know the time is now. We complain all this time. God said it's got to happen because I'm coming back. You got to cry a little bit because we're going to lose a lot. We're going to lose people, you know. But it's got to come back. That's why we got to get ready. We should be rejoicing when we die and crying when we get here. I know it hurts a little bit, but that's what we should be. I guess I would cry if I don't know where you're going, Jeremy. I don't know. You ain't never said that to me. I don't know. I ain't never said that to you, so let me get myself right. Spiritual exhaustion. All of us have it. But it's still not an excuse not to serve God. Because God made us for that. And it makes me look at, like I said, Charity, look at the story of Jesus, and you see what he took, the exhaustion, how exhausted he must have been. But he still gave it up for us. Still did it. That's why we're not getting our breakthroughs. Because we want to continue to suck on milk. But God said, I got the meat right here at the table. All you got to do is pull up to the table. The table is spread. We got ham hocks. We got meatloaf. We got chicken. We got green beans, mashed potatoes, gravy. All you got to do is pull up to the table and eat. God has got everything. He is the supplier of everything. You want a new car? He got the keys. You can't get the car without going to get the keys from him. You ain't going to drive it. You want the house? He got the keys. Whatever it may be, God's got the keys. Spiritual exhaustion. Bless you.